Hello everybody, today we're just doing a little video. We're going to have a few updates of what's been going on, what videos are coming up, but the main focus of today's video, as you can see, we're in the silage clamp. Today is the 22nd of September. We have opened this year's clamp silage, so let's take a look at it and see what it looks like. Okay, so this on the top on this clamp we've got early first cut that we made early May, and some June second cut. So this is the second cut that was on the top, so it's nice and dry. As you can see, it's very long chop. Now that's because we use a forage wagon, a pickup wagon, so it's not a forager, so it doesn't cut it as short. You can just see that there, that's sort of the width of the blades, that's where it goes through the blades, so that's kind of as short as we get with that machine. So there's a section there, but we get some long stuff, we get some short. It's a mix of what comes through. So as you can see, it's a good colour, it's nice and dry. It's not all seeded. This is ryegrass, there's a few seeds in it, but it should be good quality. It smells good. So and what are we? 2 days ago we opened this, and the cows are eating it well. So that's the main thing. So the reason we've had to open the clamp now, we've been dry all summer. We were feeding early on. There's a video you can go back and watch. We started feeding in July, so we fed for probably 6 weeks until late August, and then the grass grew, and we were able to go back to just feeding grass. But now that grass is gone. It's been dry since then. Today it is raining for the first time since the end of August, so we need that rain. We'll look at why in a minute. But we've had to bring the cows. We've started feeding the cows because they've eaten everything that's outside. They're staying in overnight now into the cubicles because we've had quite a lot calve, so they need a bit more food. So the reason for opening the clamp is partly to bring them in because the grass is reducing, but also they need a bit more nutrition because they are fresh calvers. So you can see the clamp here. This is the smaller of our two clamps. Now normally, in a normal year, we would be full right up to the walls there, and coming slightly out the front by now. But that just didn't happen this year. So we are tight for silage as the winter goes on. We need to see how we go. So we got the bigger. There's two clamps side by side. The bigger of the two here. It is well full. This is all first cut, cut middle of May, and again made with a forage wagon. So this is all longer chop too. Hopefully, what we'll do is we'll feed the smaller clamp first, and then we will come into here as the winter goes on. Okay, so you can see we don't use tyres. I think it's 10 years ago this year we stopped using tyres on the silage because they are horrible, nasty things to handle, and they can, when they degrade, the wires in the tyres come out into the silage, and that's not good for cows. If cows eat that wire, that's serious. So we've got sandbags in these sheets. These are heavy woven sheets. So the heavy woven sheets keep the contact between the silage sheet and the silage. They keep it down like the tyres would. So you can see we use this thin cling film stuff that sucks it, so it's very thin, much thinner than the standard sheet. So we put that on first. That sucks down onto the surface, and then we put two black plastic sheets, and then the heavy sheet on the top. So you can see, no waste at all on the top. I've rolled this back today. I don't normally roll back as far as this. Normally I just roll back one sort of shear grab width at a time, but because we're just starting to clamp, it's so narrow, this is going to be gone in no time anyway. So part of the reason we're so pleased to see this rain is this field here. We've overseeded that. And that's a video. I was going to put it out today, but I filmed this instead, so the overseeding video will come out next week. And then the field at the top there, that's been ploughed and reseeded, and that was the video we did of topping, and then that's with the field where I filmed the slurry pipe packing and unpacking. So I filmed that's ploughed and reseeded now. So when that comes up, I'll do a video to see how it's doing. Hopefully a couple of weeks time that'll come out, because now we've had this rain on that field. on the two that we've done. Within a week that'll be greening up, and we can see it. So look out in a couple of weeks time to see how I'll do an update, see how those two fields are doing. So I mentioned earlier in the video that we are busy calving the cows. As I said in the calving video I did a few weeks ago, just as we were starting, all our replacement heifers are born in one bunch at the start. So there's 2 or 3 more cows due to calve with dairy replacements, and once they're out and the calves are running about, I'll do a video about how many we had, how it worked out, and how we're feeding them. But that'll be a video on its own. That'll be coming up in a few weeks' time as well. So that's something else to look out for. So that's a little update about what's going on, what's coming up, and what's going to happen. So please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to keep up with what's coming on and what's the videos that are coming up in the future. So it just leaves me time to say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.